Whoa! Look at that! That's boiling hot water shooting right out of the ground! Blossom says it's called a geyser, and it's totally natural. Hey, that gives me a brilliant idea! I challenge you to build me a geyser. How hard could that be? Now go fetch! So, it turns out that geysers are a bit fussy. Blossom tells me that a geyser needs 3 things: heat, water, and a plumbing system. If they don't work just right, all you've got is warm dirt or hot water. Nice, but not a geyser. So, the heat boils the water, the plumbing system stores the water, and a vent shoots the water out. To make my geyser, you'll need to adjust each of these geyser parts using the controls on the right. You just need to make a few adjustments and you're on your way. Now that's a geyser! Ready for the geyser surpriser? You like that? Yeah. You get to cook my lunch, and I'm starved. While the geyser is on, shoot the hot dogs, dumplings, and corn through the water to cook them. Any bones you boil will give you a bonus point. Get it? But whatever you do, don't boil my ice cream. Now get cooking! Nice! Smells like lunch! Even geysers that normally erupt right on time can have their schedules interrupted or changed forever by earthquakes. Oh no, my new cooking method is doomed! Ice cream safely through! Dumplings, now you're cooking! It says here that, where am I? Oh, yeah. Humans can have a bad effect on geysers. When people toss in coins or trash, it clogs up the plumbing and can make the geysers stop erupting. Well, who would do such a thing? Ooh, nice! Now you're cooking! Old Faithful is so faithful because it usually erupts right on schedule, but most geysers are not that predictable. Ah, Old Faithful, like my favorite pair of slippers. Wait, where are my slippers? Woohoo! Ice cream! Nice! Yay! Ice cream! Corn! Now you're cooking! Fountain geysers have a pool of water at their mouths, so when they erupt, the water and steam go all over the place like an explosion. Kaboom! Woohoo! Ice cream! Nice! Ice cream safely through! Dog, I love hot dogs! Now you're cooking! Water above the ground can take 500 years to seep down into the earth and be shot up again by a geyser. 500 years? So wait a minute, a geyser erupting today is shooting water from rain that fell even before great-great-great-great-great-grandfather Ruffman was born? Wow. Sorry, where was I here? I went on a little tangent there. Ice cream! Nice! Now that's what I call a snack! Only steam is made by a geyser with just a little water in its plumbing. That's called a fumarole. The word fumarole comes from fumus, the Latin word for smoke. I knew that. No, I didn't. Woohoo! Ice cream! Ice cream! Bonus! Smells like lunch! You would think nothing could live in such hot water, but some bacteria love it there. That's what gives some geysers their crazy colors. Ah, a tropical bacteria paradise. I know where I'm going on my next vacation. Yay! Ice cream! Ice cream! Dumpling! Smells like lunch! Fishing Cone Geyser in Yellowstone is in the middle of a lake. People used to catch fish in the lake and boil them right up in the geyser. Wow, now that is my kind of geyser. Smells like lunch! There are only about 1,000 geysers in the world, but there are some on every continent except Antarctica. Around half the geysers are in Yellowstone National Park. Ha-ha! That's where I'll open my restaurant. Ice cream safely through! Yay! Ice cream! Now that's what I call a snack! Fumaroles in wet areas have acids that melt the rock and become mud pots. Those are pools of boiling mud. They can hurl lumps of clay pretty far, so stay away. Actually, it looks a little like chocolate fondue. Ice cream safely through! Bonus! Woohoo! Ice cream! Nice! Dumpling! Ice cream safely through! Dog, I love hot dogs! Smells like lunch! A probe with a video camera was sent down Old Faithful's standpipe. It found a cavern the size of a rather large automobile filled with vigorously boiling water. So, underground, it's the size of an SUV. Wonder what the mileage is on that thing. Yay! Ice cream! Bonus! Ice cream safely through! Ooh, nice! Woohoo! Ice cream! Corn! Smells like lunch! There's a valley in New Zealand that I cannot pronounce, so I'm just going to spell it. Whakerewarewa. Valley in New Zealand has lots of geysers. Legend has it that they were created by the fire goddesses breathing in and out. That's a mouthful. That'd be a serious case of dragon breath right there. Ice cream safely through! Bonus! Woo! Ice cream safely through! Now that's what I call a snack! Geologically speaking, geysers don't live very long. They can always seal up or turn into fumaroles, mud pots, and hot springs, and they can always turn back into geysers again. Wow, would you look at that thing? Now that's what I call a snack! This is a cone geyser in Yellowstone whose top looks like a castle. That must be why they call it Castle Geyser. Another mystery solved. You're welcome. Ice cream safely through! Hot dog, I love hot dogs! Now you're cooking! Geothermal energy stations can take the heat in geyser fields and turn it into electricity. This is a kind of renewable energy because there's always more heat coming out of the earth, which is good for cooking. Why don't they mention cooking? Yay! Ice cream! Ice cream safely through! Corn! Now you're cooking! Steamboat Geyser is the tallest in the world. Its water shoots up to 400 feet high! That's as high as the 40th floor of a building! That is taller than Studio G, which is, one floor. Nice! Woohoo! Ice cream! Dumplings! Now you're cooking! When a geyser has too large an opening, it's called a hot spring. The water just flows out instead of squirting up. Now that's what I call a bubble bath. Ice cream! Nice! Woohoo! Ice cream! Corn! Now you're cooking! If a geyser runs out of water before the eruption is over, it might have a steam phase. That means steam billows out for hours together with a very loud noise. Oh, perfect for my steamed dumplings. Nice! Yay! Ice cream! Ice cream safely through! Dog, I love hot dogs! Now you're cooking! Cone geysers have a cone-shaped rock on top, which makes the water and steam come out in a tall, thin stream. Oh, look at that! Woohoo! Ice cream! Corn! Ice cream safely through! Corn! Woohoo! Ice cream! Dumpling! Smells like lunch! Geysers have even been seen in space, but they're not filled with water. One of Neptune's moons squirts liquid nitrogen, and Mars squirts carbon dioxide. Geysers on Mars? What do they think up next? Corn. Dog, I love hot dogs. Now that's what I call a snack. Most geysers only erupt for a few minutes at a time, but some can last for days and some never stop. Others can go years or decades without erupting. Whoa! Would you look at that thing go? Hot dog! I love hot dogs! Woohoo! Ice cream! Nice! ice cream safely through. Dumpling. Now that's what I call a snack. Even geysers that normally erupt right on time can have their schedules interrupted or changed forever by earthquakes. Oh no, my new cooking method is doomed!